Hey guys, if you're a basketball player and love watching NBA, then stay with us because next half an hour we are going to talk about our favorite sport, basketball, with the three young ballers, Udit, Arya, and Abhinav, and also we have Bhushan Suryavanshi with us, who is the most valuable fan of NBA, recognized by NBA. So before we start talking about NBA, let me just tell you that it's almost 6 months since we've played any tournament. So Rama Sports is a regular in organizing 3x3 basketball tournaments, and every weekend in different cities we were organizing these tournaments for the grassroots level players. But now, because of COVID-19, we stopped organizing the tournaments, and it's almost 6 months. So we have come up with an online ball handling competition. The registration will be starting from 15th of September. The form will be on our Instagram handle, Drama Sports Online, so you can just go and check. Start following us on Instagram so that you receive all the updates about the latest ball handling challenge, and you can win cash prizes, t-shirts, medals, trophies, and a lot more. So now let's start talking about the NBA, as I'm sure these guys are excited about watching NBA games. Bhushan, every week we have been meeting since the NBA restart from 30th of July. That was the first day. We also started talking about this season. And now the semifinals of the conferences are almost done. So we'll start with your favorite team, of course, Lakers, because that was the most exciting game that we saw today.
Yeah, being a Lakers fan, like I got up today at 4:30. As we all know, the NBA matches they come. I was expecting a 6:30 match, but it's fine being a Laker fan. So, like I said, like last week also, like Laker, like isn't looking a consistent like a playing team, but still they are winning. So it's going very good for them. And I think during today's match also they won the match. Like they had some 23 points lead also at a moment. Then later on, at a moment, it was like Houston Rockets. They made a 18 to 2 run, and they bought the game almost around to 5 points. Like so, and even the commentators were continuously saying that just two or three this triples from Houston Rockets, and they are an explosive team. They were continuously saying that, and they showed this. But later on, somehow Lakers the like clutch shot by this Alex Caruso on this assist from LeBron James, and the 30 seconds were left. So I think that increased the uh, lead from 5 to I think 8 or 10 points, and so ultimately Lakers won, and they are leading the series now. So this is very exciting. But I think this Houston Rockets, they have this knack of coming back. Like we have seen other teams also coming back from a 3-1 series lead. So I think Lakers should not take the easily. They left the match like around in the fourth quarter very easily, and they jumped in back. They might have won also this match. It is not like Lakers won it this convincingly. So I think it's a good series, and the series is not over yet. As Kobe Bryant said, that it's not over until it's over. So like let's wait for the game 5 also.
Yes, in fact, जो लेकर्स के कोच है उन्होंने कहा भी that we are not going to be comfortable playing against the Rockets because they still have fireworks, as you mentioned about the fourth quarter, the way they play. Okay, so we have a question before we move on to any of these three boys. Can you please tell me something about these three new kids? So, Arya, I would want you to say something about your team. So, Arya, Abhinav, and Udit have been playing with us since a long time. And Arya, I would just leave it on you to just introduce all three of you.
So hi, my name is Arya, and I think we started playing with Rama. I think in Borivali, we ran a tournament in Borivali YMCA around 2 years ago, and even that was our like first, second 3-on-3 tournament, and it was new for us. But then like tournaments kept on coming, and we kept on playing, and I think we won like 3 tournaments also with them, and it's been amazing. Like we look forward to playing the tournament, and we have one tournament every month in Mumbai, and we look forward to playing. We try to come for all of the tournaments. And so Udit is our point guard and shooting guard, and Abhinav with our center, rebounds, post, everything. And I just play more of defense and power forward.
Okay, so they are high school kids, I would say, yes, but they are like playing basketball from Mumbai. Let me tell all of the people who are asking about you, they are from Mumbai. And let's now talk about NBA. Arya, सुबह सुबह उठ रहे हो आप लोग भी matches देखने के लिए. So I think Anthony Davis was the biggest player today on the floor.
Yeah, even LeBron played very well today. I like LeBron. Playoff LeBron is something else. Only when playoffs start, LeBron James changes his playing style and everything, and he just becomes a different player altogether. And it's just amazing. Like, but I mean, today I was so surprised after that 18-2 run. I was so surprised on how they lost that lead. But that you're right. The three that saved us today from the match is the three by Caruso on the zero that saved us today. Otherwise, because the thing about Houston is they have so many 3-point shooters and they can shoot like mostly all of the team everyone shoots and they can hit back and they can come at us very easily. Whereas Lakers doesn't have that many 3-point shooters also. So it
Right.
was a good game. Hopefully,
Yeah.
if we get it.
Yes, I am sure. Hopefully, predictions तो already हो गई है that Lakers is going to win, but then you never know till the end. क्योंकि उदित और
You
अभिनव
never
जैसे लोग हैं who are still supporting Rockets. Though 3-1 series है, but still Udit, you are still supporting the
No,
Rockets.
it's not like I'm supporting the Rockets. I'm like I'm Boston Celtics fan for now. Like for this series because Golden State isn't in the thing. So I'm really excited that yes, I want Lakers to win because of course because of Kobe Bryant dying and all the stuff happening in the past. But I think till now, all the teams against which have faced the Lakers, they were overconfident for the like first match, but then afterwards, Lakers of course showed it up.
Right. So Abhinav, we just saw you in Lakers jersey and then you changed. Like, what was the reason?
So, first one thing is that I like Lakers. Like as a team, I like the Lakers, but I don't. The Lakers right now they've come back from being almost nothing to something when LeBron and Anthony Davis both joined the team. Who are, of course, like both of them are top five players. One thing that I disagree with Arya is that I think that Anthony Davis, it's almost Anthony Davis's team the way he's playing in the playoffs. Anthony Davis has been a really, really strong player. He's been very consistent. He's not had one off. I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but I don't say he's had a single off game till now, and he's been showing up for the Lakers every game.
Right.
And I think he's a difference maker because, especially against Houston, Houston plays a small ball lineup. They don't have a true center. So Anthony Davis is the one who's going to create the biggest effect against them because he's the one who's going to post up against their smaller players and take them down.
Right. So I think Lakers will be able to wrap up the series with a sweep on Saturday in Game 5. I think so, as long as they show, more of the defense that got them through 3.5 quarters in today's
Yeah.
game. I think, yeah, anyone here who still thinks that Rockets can make a comeback?
I don't think.
3-1 comeback is rare.
Hope should
Rocket-
always be there, but like I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah, it's happened twice before, but once in the previous series with the Nuggets and the Jazz, I think, right? There's a very surprising 3-1 comeback by the Jazz.
Yeah,
Oh, by the Nuggets.
that happened, right? But so let's wait for the Game 5 next game to happen. Let's move on to Clippers and the Denver. So there also the situation is same. Cushion 3-1.
Yeah, I think
yeah. 3-1,
Continue.
like we saw last week we were talking when Clippers won their first game and we thought that they will easily win, and I said that we should not take this lightly, and they won the second game. I think the first quarter they made some 44 points, and this Clippers team they scored some 22 to 26 points. That is the place where they won the game actually. So same happened with them in the last game also. Like in the first quarter, the Clippers scored around 26 points, and Nuggets were like just scored 12 points. And later on in the quarters, how they were like matching up with them, but later on, what happened? They, because of this first quarter only, they were not able to catch up, and only Nikola Jokic had scored some points like 26 points, and we all know that what Jamal Murray has done in this playoffs, and like they have caught him like in the defense, and you're not allowing any space like the way he used to play in the earlier series. So they are not giving any space to him. So Jamal Murray is not scoring. There is Paul Millsap, Jeremy Grant. So only Jokic. तो एक अगर प्लेयर सिर्फ स्कोर कर रहा है तो वो कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. Whereas in the Clippers, like we have seen this Kawhi Leonard, he is playing, he's scoring, but other than that, even Paul George is not consistent. Paul George, he has not scored. Like in last game, I think he just scored 10 points something, and even Patrick Beverly and only two other players, Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell, they scored. So I think Clippers will clinch this series also, but we might see something from this Nuggets team also, a surprise package. Like I said, Houston also might bounce back. So in this is very unpredictable this year's playoff because it is playing in the bubble. So we don't know what is going to happen. So let's see what the next game will be for them.
Right, we all are waiting for the next game. In between, there is a question for Udip, and all of you, that are you guys playing nowadays? Because some people are not able to play due to COVID-19. Udip?
In my building currently, it like we were just allowed, we have a huge basketball court, we have a proper size basketball court, and like 3 4 days ago they started allowing us to play as a group together. So as soon as I said this, I left everything and I just went to play basketball. Because I was literally wondering 7 months and like 4 or 5 months, sorry, and I couldn't even touch the ball. Like I had the ball, but the feeling wasn't just coming. So we went, my society people spoke on the WhatsApp group, 5-on-5 we played and it was great.
Oh wow, that's awesome when you say that you played a game. Like
Yeah.
that hearing that is so pacifying, to tell you the truth, because I haven't been to a court from last
No,
6 months.
in my building also there are some very great players. So the competition in my building is too high. So when we play, it's like too good. I invite my friends, Abhinav and Arya, many times. You can ask them also. It's too good.
Right. Okay, so are you guys ready to watch? Abhinav, I'll come to you. Are you guys ready to watch the Battle of LA?
I'm
Maybe
ready.
Clippers or Lakers?
The LA Lakers versus Clippers, right?
Yes, Clippers.
I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
I am
It
waiting for
is
that.
Los Angeles, Battle of Los Angeles, wherein one side is Lakers and one side is Clippers, because they both are on 3-1 right now, and the prediction and everyone is thinking that yes, Clippers hi aayega and Lakers hi aayega to play the final of the Western Conference.
That's
It's
gonna.
definitely a very polarizing choice over here. I think one of the main factors is if Paul George shows up. He's an all-star, everyone knows that. But in playoffs, like he's been slandered a lot for how badly he was playing right at the beginning of the playoffs. So if he shows up, it can be a very tough competition. But if Paul George doesn't come, then it's going to be pretty easy for Lakers.
Right, Arya, what do you think?
I feel like it's gonna be like the competition's gonna be mad between both of them, and it's always a nice game to see two teams in the same city play against each other. It's gonna be a mad game. Both the teams have very good players, and I'm just waiting to see who wins. Like I can just want to see it.
Okay, so Ball is like is saying, would you like to see Nuggets versus Rockets, or I mean
LA duel.
Okay, in conference finals. Okay, I don't think so. Nuggets or Rockets, either of them is coming, but still,
Yeah.
let's see in case they can make a bounce back.
It's very unlikely that any of them would come.
Yeah, so very unlikely. But again, as Bhushan, you mentioned, anything is possible. Anyone
Yeah, it's
can make
very
a comeback.
unpredictable.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
basketball. Anything can happen.
हुआ था actually. That was also 3-1, and then Nuggets just turned it around, and they just came up, and they're playing the semi-finals now, though they are not able to keep up with the Clippers, but you never know what can happen. Okay, let's just talk about the Eastern Conference now. So Celtics versus Raptor, they are on the equal footing right now. Only one last game is left. Whom are you supporting?
I have.
I want, if you see, I want Celtics to win, but at the same time, I also want Toronto Raptors to win, because I want them to prove to Kawhi Leonard that actually they can do stuff without him. But I'm also a huge Celtics fan. Like all the young people over there, Jason Tatum, he's too good. So I don't know which one to support, but whichever goes on, it's good.
Okay, Bhushan, what do you say?
About the Eastern Conference, I think this Toronto Raptors has shown a very good comeback after that OG Anunoby's buzzer beater. Like it was like the comeback moment for them. After that, we see this last game was very exciting. Like we were earlier when the series started, we saw this Boston Celtics were they were the favorites. They won. They were 2-0 in the series. But in the last game, we saw each of the team the game went for the two overtimes. So in sometimes in in some clutch moments, Raptors were performing, and in some clutch moments, Boston were performing. So I think this what we expect from like to watch a series, to be a competitive series as a fan. So I think this series is like again I would say it is unpredictable. I am even my favorites are both the teams to win this. Like both of them, they have shown what they can beat and they can win against. I think each other. So let's hope like wish best for both of them. But I think Toronto Raptors, Pascal Siakam, as we all know that he was named as a improved player. He isn't showing anything much in this series. Only Kyle Lowry and this Fred VanVleet and some Norman Powell. These three are performing. I think if Pascal Siakam also performs, then Boston Celtics might face some issues in winning the game against them in the game 7. It's going to be a terrific game. I think tonight, I think it will be like, so I'm waiting for that game more than Clippers and Nuggets. This will be the exciting
Yeah.
game, I think, of the whole playoff, I think, till now.
Yes, absolutely. Though I am supporting Raptors, my favorite is going to be Raptors. Arya, who's your favorite here?
See, I feel Adit has a point. I feel I want Celtics to win because I want them to show that we can do it. Like I just want them to win. I don't know why I have this thing for them because I don't think they ever made it like so. I actually want them to play against the Lakers in the finals. Like that's what I want to happen. But I really want to see the Celtics and Heat in the conference finals. Yeah, that just came up. I really want to see that happen.
So if you can read Ankit Mystery, he's also saying Celtics and Heat in conference finals. So Heat is already there in the finals, beating Giannis. I don't name that team because I'm saying that's Giannis' team. Udip,
Oh,
you
God.
were upset about it?
Yeah, like Miami Heat, like they literally shocked everyone. I knew that this year for the Bucks wasn't going to be too special, but like the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler is doing too good. He's playing as a team, and I think that's what everyone should do. If you see Rockets, um, I don't think James Harden plays for the championship. He plays to just play, but he plays really well. But if you see Jimmy Butler, he really wants to get the championship ring, so he's willing to do whatever he can.
Right. So I'll just take this question: is Kawhi underrated? Because everyone talks about LeBron, rather forget about Kawhi is also averaging 30. I don't think so. Kawhi is underrated क्योंकि नहीं तो Celtics उसे लेके sorry
Clippers.
LA
Clippers.
Yes. LA Clippers लेकर ही नहीं आता था ना Kawhi को in case he was underrated, right, Bhushan?
Yeah.
Right. We saw that in the earlier game on game 3, I guess, that block of Jamal Murray he made with one finger, like it has become the poster picture. Like we saw how defensive, and I don't think he's underrated. He just won a championship with the Raptors, and उसको ही जो है MVP उसको ही वो लोग finals MVP का उसको ही लेके आए. Means they had some intentions. Doc Rivers, as we all know, he's very successful was with Boston Celtics also. So Kawhi मुझे तो नहीं लगता underrated है. He will show up but we saw in this series also he's not consistent because there are other players also like Paul George भी है like तो फिर if considering only Kawhi Leonard, I think he's the one of the best player, like top 5 players in the league today.
Right. Abhinav, if we talk about, let's say, Eastern Conference Finals, क्या लगता है who are going to play the Eastern Conference Finals?
So right now, first of all, I'm very surprised that the Bucks have been almost swept. They were very nearly just swept, like 4-0. And it's very surprising because Giannis, before this, was held as the MVP of the league. He's been talked about so much, and we were all looking forward to a LA team versus the Bucks in the finals. So them being not only defeated but swept by the Miami Heat, which is a relatively it wasn't a favorite to win team. So it's something very surprising. And now the conference finals are going to be tough. It's going to be the Heat versus most likely what's the other team? I think on the other side is going to be the Raptors winning because the Raptors have really started showing up in the last few games. If Pascal Siakam shows up again, it can make a big difference because they really have a strong team and they can show up and prove that they can do it without Kawhi Leonard.
Right, but I think Heat actually they have a unique blend of young players and the vets, and I think they are here to stay. The kind of game they have shown during the playoffs. Which what do you think?
Yeah,
I
there is a
agree with
player
you.
named Tyler Hero also. He's just 20, and there was a stats that he was like the youngest player also to play in the
Yeah.
conference finals after this Michael Jordan and some other player. I don't remember the name, but they have this special like trio. This Duncan Robinson is there, Kendrick Nunn is there, he's an undrafted player, Kendrick Nunn. So apart from them, Bam Adebayo, who just played in this, was the first time All Star this year. So that Kelly Olynyk and this dragon I called him Goran Dragic. So all these players like with and their coach is like he's a veteran coach. He has won championship with LeBron James when he was there with Dwayne Wade also. I think Dwayne Wade he got retired last year. He might be thinking that he should have been in this year in the team also. He might have like played in the NBA Finals against LeBron James. It would have been a very good like. So I think Heat deserved to be. And talking about Miami, this Milwaukee Bucks, even I was very disappointed. What we saw during the regular season, they won some 57 games and lost some 16 games. They were the best record is compared to West and the East. And now there are talks about this Giannis leaving and going to Golden State Warriors, or some of them that they will be teaming up with Miami Heat. But he gave a statement that he will be staying, and all the other like legends of the game also, even this Magic Johnson also yesterday he said that he should stay with one franchise, like how Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki, Michael Jordan, like he was drafted in 2013 and see where he has got the team. So he should wait there in Milwaukee Bucks and get a championship. That will make him great. Just winning MVP wouldn't like he cannot get it great. So he should win a championship and he should get. There was a comment I think last episode we said that this Richard Jefferson, he said that about this. He's the Scottie Pippen. So I think he's not the Scottie Pippen. He's like the other legend. He said that he should be the playing like Shaq, and he should Buck should find a Kobe Bryant instead of him being playing like second part. So if the Bucks organization they create and get some players this in the next season, and he should win championship. And he should stay with the Bucks. I don't think he should leave and make other team like the Golden State Warriors are already good. If he goes to the Golden State Warriors or other team, that so the like the this what should I say, like the this championship, like the what competition we have in the tournament of this NBA, that won't be there. So every like Eastern Conference, Western Conference, all the teams like think they are poised very good now. So if this a star player like him goes to other team, how we saw Kevin Durant went to Golden State Warriors, what happened? So वो थोड़ा हिल जाता है पूरा ये इस कॉन्फ्रेंस का और इसका. तो I think he should stay with the Bucks.
Right. Okay. So I think Heat has a better chance against Raptors. I think so. But let's take a wild guess on. So because there is a question by Shravan and he's saying who's winning the Eastern Conference Finals. So Arya, what's your guess?
I
Because
see.
if
I was supporting Boston, but if you're saying between Raptors and Heat, I think Heat has a good chance.
okay,
Because, with-
I am not saying Celtics is out because still the last game is there, and it's an equal. It's going to be an equal game between Celtics and Raptors because they are right now at 3-3. So and
Yeah.
it's going to be a very exciting game. So okay, so let's say in case the Celtic comes up, so you think the Celtics is going to be the winner? Okay,
yeah,
Avinash.
Celtics.
So I think that right now, one thing I want to say that Tyler Hero again, so said, he's a rookie, and as a rookie, he's not being shy in the playoffs. He's really showing up in the playoffs. So if he, especially making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, is a big deal. If he wins the Eastern Conference Finals and makes it to the finals and shows up once again, he will probably be held as the underdog rookie pick or the most valuable rookie pick, because he was, I think so, I think a 13th pick, and as a 13th pick, he's really playing very well and he's really holding his team together.
Right, Udip.
I think that like if Boston Celtics wins the match today night or tomorrow, I think they have a pretty good chance of winning the conference finals, because even if the Miami Heat is too good, honestly, I think they'll have a very tough fight. But Boston Celtics, I think they have something in them. Therefore, I think they're going to pass to the finals of conference.
Okay, and let's just give it a guess of who will be the MVP this season.
I feel See, LeBron has a good chance because I'm anyway a LeBron fan, so I want him to win any day. But I feel Davis has a good chance too because Davis has been playing really well.
Yes. Bhushan, what's your guess?
I think there was a debate between this LeBron James and Yanis. तो अभी Yanis को तो defensive player of the year देके उसको अभी खुश कर दिया है. तो and his team is also not there. So maybe LeBron James, current, like in the last game he became the the most winning playoff game. It was like 161 record. So he made this win and today's win also. So he is like the current holder for the most wins in a playoff game. And apart from that, there is a list of this records he has. He's the first in that steals is there, points is there, lot of things. So I think, and he's in his 17th year also. So and we're looking at his age, how he's performing, going coast to coast, the way he's like going, playing to the, taking the ball to the this basket and giving assist to other players. So I think he's not a selfish player anymore, and like others, how they used to say. So उसमें जो है बताया ये season में, like last year we saw Lakers didn't come to the playoffs also, and this year is taken the playoffs, and most probably they will be playing in the Western Conference Finals. So I think उसको दे देना चाहिए अभी, because it was like rumors like earlier also he was robbed from many MVP this awards also. So अभी है अब उसको chance, so I think it is a good chance now. Like while Giannis team is not there, so like they have some nice. They can talk also about it. Those who choose that. So let's see. I think LeBron James should win this year's MVP.
Right. Udip, what is your take on it? Should LeBron get the MVP?
I think LeBron should win the MVP, of course. I think LeBron
Okay, I think there is some audio issue with
is
Udip.
I think Giannis, does people love. Can you all hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, I would think that as much as people love LeBron James, most of them also do hate LeBron James. But I think LeBron James should actually win this year's MVP.
Right. Abhinav, what do you say?
Yes, I think that first of all, two things. The MVP is a regular season MVP. It's not a playoff MVP. So I think we should be considering the regular season in the first place, and the award itself is the most valuable player. Now the thing is that with Lakers, if you take LeBron out, it's still a very strong roster because Anthony Davis can still lead the team. I think that Bucks, if you take the Bucks without Giannis, there's no team left. So I think as the most valuable player, I would take Giannis as the MVP. Because pretty much without Giannis, there's no Bucks. There's no chance that they even reach the playoffs without Giannis. So I think he's also been showing up in the regular season. He's been putting up crazy high points per game and all that. So there's no question that he's a strong contender for the MVP.
Right, and the same thing is mentioned by Ball is Life, but I don't know why people take playoffs as a consideration. So the same thing that you were saying,
I agree with you.
MVP, right? So Bhushan, let's talk about the finals now, because few matches and then of course the conference finals and then the main finals will happen. So let's talk about the championship final now, because everyone is saying that Lakers is going to win, and of course being a Laker fan, it excites us to listen that Lakers is going to win. What do you think?
Yes, Lakers last one in the 2009-2010 season. तो it is almost a decade now. ऐसा कभी पहले हुआ नहीं था कि in a decade they have not won. So I think this is the best year, and we all know about the Kobe's incidents also. So I think this most probably we can see Lakers versus Heat finals, and Lakers should win it. I just read after this today's win. Sorry, I was watching one of the podcasts of this Los Lakers. So in that they were discussing about this getting permission about the parade. So अभी उनका इतना प्लान हो गया है कि they are thinking about the parade in this COVID thing, that how many people can attend this parade. तो वो लोग तो आगे की सोच रहे हैं Lakers fans. So I think Lakers they are going to win this year. अभी ये Clippers they are good. The battle of LA will be there, and पर उसमें इतना कंसिस्टेंसी, एंड एज वी ऑल नो द हिस्ट्री ऑफ क्लिपर्स, वो लोग कभी आए नहीं है ना फाइनल्स में, आए कॉन्फ्रेंस फाइनल तक आई एम नॉट श्योर, बट पर लेकर्स उनका जो लक है, दे हैव वन 16 चैंपियनशिप टिल नाउ. तो आई थिंक लेकर्स will win this year's championship. Let's see. The time will tell now.
Yeah, और I think Heat सामने आएगा तो definitely Lakers ही जीतने वाला. Heat is performing well because you mentioned that Lakers और Heat का अगर होता है, तो I think Heat is performing well, but still Lakers जितना दम नहीं है Heat में somehow. So Arya, let's say Celtics के साथ final होता है, तो then you think still Lakers is stronger?
Yeah, Lakers. Of course, I'm gonna support Lakers. I'm the biggest. I'm like, I love Lakers. And like, of course, I would anyway support Lakers. Last year, also, I was so sad when they didn't make it to the playoffs. But like this year, they have a very, very good chance that they're going to win. And I
Right.
hope they do.
Abhinav, what do you say? Who will?
I think that I think the battle for LA is the championship game more than the finals itself, because the two teams, they are way most like way more competitive to each other than I'd say the either LA team and Miami or either LA team and the Celtics will be. So I would say that the real finals we're going to be seeing is going to be the conference finals in the Western Conference.
Right, even I feel so. That's the more important game, and so
Yeah.
when the finals of the Western Conference is going to be the winner. What do you say, Abhi?
Well, I say that I think Lakers will reach the finals for the NBA finals, but I think they're going to come into a lot of pressure because right now they're not doing this for themselves. They're doing it for Kobe Bryant because of course they want to make like win this season for him. So I think there'll be a lot of pressure and they might lose because of that. But I really want them to win. So yeah.
Right. So there is a point, but then the coach of Lakers says that we are not taking anything lightly, and we are not going to get comfortable. So I'm sure they're not going to be comfortable. Okay, now I just want a personal question from you, Arya and Abhinav and Udip. So in case you are playing, so what kind of pressure do you guys go through, and do you in case you have won like 1 or 2 games, so do you start taking it comfortably? Or do you still feel, no, we have to win the finals, we have to maintain a level of, because you are players. I know that's a different league altogether, but you have also played a lot of tournaments. So what is going on in your mind during that time? Arya, I'll start with you.
So I think we three of us have a lot of experience with pressure. Just recently in MSSA, we were playing against Don Bosco in the finals, and we took so much pressure that game because what they did is all their players, they got their full family and they filled up the whole stands with all of that. So every time any of us missed a shot, they used to scream and just demotivate us, and like that gave us a lot of pressure. So like it's happened to us before also when you're playing DSO, we played against this team called Green Team, we call it. So that they basically got their full school and they had like 5 different teams and they sit and watch our matches. We played against them in the semi-finals and finals. They're 2 different teams. But so what happened is we beat the better team in the semi-finals, but we basically in the final we played against the worst team, like the less better team. But what happened is I think all of us just took so much pressure
No,
because
it wasn't only pressure, but we were literally drained because if we see we are not like we don't practice together so much. We didn't used to because we had a school going on, we had 10 boards going on, so we didn't come for any practices. We just used to play the games. So we had no stamina. We needed to build up our stamina, and they used to play every day for the practice. And they came the first team we played in semi-finals. We had to run like full court. They weren't leaving us like entire match. Like normally we start marking full court after the fourth quarter, but this time they were marking us from the beginning. So in the final game we had no stamina at all, and we were overconfident that yes we beat the better team, but now it's the weaker team, so we can easily not easily but win against them. So that's why our whole stamina was gone.
Right. Abhinav, how do you manage the stress?
So I think when you talk about pressure, the first thing, like Bhushan said, like a Kobe's quote that it's not over until it's over. So I don't care if I'm still up, I'm up by 10, I'm up by 20. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop playing seriously. I'm not going to stop trying to do my best. And for me, I don't get take out the pressure. If there's pressure, like Arya said, if there are people screaming and people are trying to demotivate me, I take every shot that I make as as a reply to that pressure, as a reply to those bad comments, and that's like a motivation for me to play harder and get the win.
So it's the way you take it basically. So it's different with everyone, I think, and you need to be. And I think basketball is a mental game as well. Yes, there is a lot of pressure when you are on the court, and you have to deal with it. And if you deal with it, and you know how to deal with it, then you will perform. In fact,
Like also in the semi-finals, we were losing by 20 points in the beginning. We all were like, we lost this match, but then our team literally, like, that was the best match I've literally played with my team, because the teamwork was too good, and we went from 20 points behind to 20 points ahead. So that was the best
Oh.
match according to me.
and then you won. Wow, great.
Yeah, I was really shocked by, I've been playing since fourth grade, and my team wasn't good. But now in eighth and ninth, I got such good players like Abhinav, Arya, and many other players. Right now, we were literally playing as the team, as like full team was together in itself. We wanted to win this.
Yeah.
Right. So congratulations, guy. You won. That was the last tournament I think you played before the lockdown, right? And then hopefully you'll be playing many more, and we'll be seeing you, and you'll be playing many more tournaments with Drama also once we are
Hopefully.
organizing again. As of now, we will be organizing an online ball handling contest that you can enroll for. And thank you guys for joining in. Thank you, Bhushan, for joining in. And
Thank you.
yes, we are looking forward to the next game, and we will be meeting next Friday. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.